You know that look. Your dog sits across from you, utterly still, eyes locked on yours. Not begging. Not playing. Just watching. Most people brush it off. But what if that stare is the most important conversation your dog is trying to have with you? Don't look away. What comes next might change everything. Welcome to a space where we listen to what your dog has been saying all along. Today, you'll discover the hidden language behind your dog's gaze, the secret meanings that can deepen your bond in ways you never imagined. Stay with me, because the final truth will touch your heart. There's a look your dog gives you that is pure trust. When they look at you and slowly blink, eyes soft and relaxed, they're not just resting. In the world of dog psychology, that slow blink is your dog's gentle way of saying, "I feel completely safe with you." Think about it. In the wild, closing one's eyes is vulnerability. So when your dog chooses to blink slowly while holding your gaze, they're making a conscious decision to lower their guard. They're choosing you. Picture this quiet evening moment. You're on the couch, the house is calm, and your dog settles beside you. They turn their head, meet your eyes, and blink. Slowly. Deliberately. You might have missed it before, but now you see it. That gentle rhythm is your dog's love letter. No words needed. When your dog gives you that slow blink, they're telling you that in a world full of noise, you are their peace. And when you blink back, you're speaking their language. You're saying, "I trust you too." But what about when the stare feels different? When those eyes lock on with an intensity that almost takes your breath away? That's where our next insight changes everything. When your dog locks eyes with unshakable focus, this isn't just attention. This is connection at its deepest level. Science shows dogs study human faces to understand our emotions, our intentions, our next move. That intense stare? It's your dog's way of syncing their heart with yours. They're not waiting for a command. They're waiting to be with you. You know this moment. You're about to grab the leash or open the treat jar. Your dog freezes. Every muscle still. But their eyes are alive. Fixed on yours. Not frantic. Not demanding. Just deeply, completely present. You feel it in your chest. That pull. That silent conversation happening in the space between your breaths. In that moment, your dog isn't just thinking about the walk or the snack. They're thinking about you. You are their compass. Their safe harbor. That intense eye contact is devotion in its purest form. And when you meet their gaze with softness, not pressure, you strengthen a bond that words could never build. And this next one? It's a look many owners misunderstand completely. But once you see it for what it truly is, you'll never overlook your dog's quiet plea again. When your dog looks at you from the corner of their eye, showing those whites, this is your dog's gentle way of saying, "I need a little space." In dog behavior science, that side eye or whale eye is often a sign of discomfort or uncertainty. It's not defiance. It's communication. Your dog is checking in with you while also protecting their own peace. Imagine you're giving your dog a big hug, or a child is leaning in close. Your dog stays still, but their eyes shift. You catch that white crescent at the edge of their gaze. Their body might tense slightly. Or maybe they just look away a bit. That side eye isn't guilt. It's a quiet request for understanding. Recognizing this look is an act of love. When you notice your dog's whale eye and gently give them room, you're teaching them that their feelings matter. You're building trust that goes deeper than obedience. You're showing your dog that you see them, not just what they do, but how they feel. Now here is where things get really tender. Because the next stare happens in the quietest moments of your day, and it holds a truth that might bring tears to your eyes. When you open your eyes and find your dog already watching, this isn't impatience. This is devotion. When your dog greets your waking moments with a quiet, steady gaze, they're reconnecting. After hours apart in sleep, your dog checks in on you. They're confirming you're okay. They're welcoming you back to the world they share with you. It's a ritual of love. Sunlight filters through the window. You stir, blinking awake. And there they are. Your dog, lying nearby, eyes already on you. Not barking. Not jumping. Just present. Watching you return to consciousness with a soft, patient focus. You might smile without realizing it. Because in that look, you feel known. You feel cherished. This morning stare is your dog's first gift to you each day. Before words, before tasks, before the noise of life begins, your dog offers you their attention. Their loyalty. Their quiet joy at your presence. When you meet that gaze with a gentle word or a soft touch, you start the day anchored in connection. But what about when that same focused gaze follows you into the kitchen? When your dog watches your every move while you eat? That look holds a secret most owners never fully understand. When your dog watches you eat with quiet patience, yes, your dog wants a bite. But there's more. This stare is social. In pack dynamics, sharing food is bonding. When your dog watches you eat, they're participating in your life. They're learning your rhythms. They're expressing hope, yes, but also companionship. They're saying, I want to be part of your world. You're at the dinner table or chopping vegetables at the counter. Your dog settles nearby, eyes following your hand to your mouth. Not whining. Not pawing. Just watching with a calm, hopeful focus. You might feel a little tug in your heart. That look isn't just about food. It's about belonging. When you acknowledge that gaze with a kind word or a tiny, safe taste, you're not just sharing a snack. You're including your dog in your human ritual. You're honoring their desire to connect. And in that small exchange, your dog feels seen, valued, and deeply loved. And now we come to the stare that changes everything. The one that happens not when you're happy or busy, but when your heart is heavy. This is the look that reveals the deepest truth about your dog's love. When your dog sits and watches you through your tears, this is empathy in its purest form. Dogs can sense emotional shifts through subtle cues, your scent, your posture, the tone of your breath. When your dog stares at you while you're sad, they're not confused. They're connecting. They're offering silent support. They're staying close because love, to them, means presence. You're having a hard moment. Maybe you're crying quietly. Or just sitting in stillness, feeling heavy. You notice your dog nearby. Not demanding attention. Not trying to fix it. Just sitting. Watching. Their eyes soft, their body calm. They don't look away. They don't leave. They simply stay. In that quiet stare, your dog is saying the most profound thing they can. I am here. You are not alone. They may not understand the why of your sadness. But they understand the weight of it. And they choose to share it with you. That is love without conditions. That is bond beyond words. And this brings us to the truth I teased at the beginning. The one insight that ties all these stares together, and reveals what your dog has been trying to tell you all along. Remember that promise at the start? That your dog's stare holds a meaning most owners miss? Here it is. When your dog looks at you, really looks, they're not just seeing your face. They're feeling your heart. Science confirms it. Dogs detect hormonal shifts, emotional states, even changes in your health through your eyes, your scent, your subtlest expressions. That stare? It's devotion. It's protection. It's love speaking a language older than words. And when you finally understand, when you meet that gaze with awareness and tenderness, you complete a conversation that has been happening all along. Your dog has been watching over you. Not because they want something, but because you are their world. And in that quiet exchange of eyes, you both remember, you belong to each other. Today you learn to see your dog's gaze not as a simple look, but as a language of love. Every stare is a thread in the beautiful bond you share. So tell me, which of these looks does your dog give you most often? Share your story below. If this touched your heart, a like helps others find this wisdom. And if you're curious about what your dog's tail is really saying, wait until you see what we explore next.